Welcome to this NFL Draft Bible Spotlight Interview Edition. Ryan Roberts back at you guys again, Rise and Draft on Twitter, bringing you everything and anything you need to know for the 2021 NFL Draft and beyond. As we have talked numerous times now, it has been a roller coaster of an offseason for a lot of players. The COVID-19 pandemic, everything going on, it's been a tough situation for a lot of guys to get their opportunity on the professional level. So I have an unsigned free agent currently, Michael Cornwell, who is out of Maryland, originally spent his last year at Howard University. So Michael, before I get started on some of your backstory, man, again, appreciate it so much. And if you just want to say hi to the folks, feel free.
Hey, I'm Michael Cornwell. I did 4 years at Maryland, and I did 1 graduate year at Howard.
Awesome, man. So talk to me a little bit about, because obviously I know you're a Maryland guy. So originally, you stayed in the home state. That's it. You got the shirt. You're ready to go, man. You stayed in the home state with the Terps. Obviously, you spent 4, I'm sure, great years there. Gained a lot of friends, a lot of close relationships. Talk to me originally. Why were the Terps the best fit for you, and just maybe some of your favorite moments while you were in Maryland?
Okay, well, the Terp thing was a fit for me because, I'm really close with my family, and the majority of my family resides in the eastern region, East Coast, specifically in D.C. and Maryland. I also had a bunch of friends that went there. It was really the school, when you grow up in Maryland or Texas or Florida, as a kid and you grow up and you want to play football, you always want to play for that state school. You want to stay home, bring your talent for your home fans. And, it was a really great ride. I made a lot of friends, had a lot of great experiences. Some of my favorite experiences were, I actually went to school with Josh Woods, Ellis McKinney, and Jordan McNair in high school, and we both all transitioned and played for Maryland together. A couple things that I liked while I was there, we beat Texas twice. We had a big game against Ohio State. We unfortunately lost in a 2-point play, 51-52, if I remember correctly. We went to a bowl game, the Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit. We played Boston College. That was really fun. Nice. Just going to all the best stadiums in America, man. Ohio State, Michigan, Texas. It was amazing. A lot of NFL stadiums, the Redskins, the Ravens. It was great.
Yeah. And I know, obviously, Michael, tight end. I know you play some wide receiver as well. You're kind of a versatile athlete from everything I've seen. Obviously, you spent the final year using the graduate transfer option at Howard. So talk to me a little bit about, Michael, that decision and ultimately why Howard was the best spot for you to finish out.
Well, so to be honest, my father actually works at Howard. He's the chairman of surgery there, and it was just a great fit. I know the AD there. He's a really good family friend of mine. As well as, they had the MEAC Player of the Year last year, Kalen Newton, who just recently transferred to Auburn. He was great to play with. Kyle Anthony, the great receiver there, was great to play with. And a bunch of other guys that just really fit in with me when I went to visit. I liked the coaches. They had Tom Santee, a former Virginia tight end, and played with Colts, I believe. And also Ron Prince was the coach, and he was really good. He was a coach at Kansas State, and it was a really good experience.
And I know, Michael, you had 28 catches, 415 yards, 4 touchdowns. So you had a successful season, obviously, in your lone season. I want to talk to you, though, man, because I saw the first game you played with Howard. You actually went back to Maryland to play the Terps. Talk to me about that experience, man. Obviously, you're on the other side of everything. What were the emotions like during that game?
So it was funny because I actually played the spring game with them a few months prior. So it was really fresh. I also had watched a lot of the guys grow. I was the oldest guy on the team pretty much. I watched them grow for the past 3 years. And, just playing against them, man, it was one of the best things ever. They went after me, hard every single time. Unfortunately, we lost like 79-0. But, rest in peace to my former friend, Jordan McNair. That was his number. So if they were going to beat us by a number, 79 was perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. That was obviously a heartbreaking story, but, just the like you said, the number similarities and all that type of stuff. It was honestly bone chilling, that type of thing. It was
amazing. In that sense, it was amazing.
Yeah. And I know you mentioned Tom Santee was your position coach over at Howard. Talk to me about I talked a little bit about the production, man. Just what was it like your lone year as developing as a football player and maybe some of your best moments there?
Yeah, going into the MEAC from an FBS school, they didn't know too much about me. I wasn't, you know, a crazy high-ranked player. And it's funny, I actually ended up getting third all conference, but if you add my stats, or if you add the first team and the second team stats together, they still don't equal mine. I think it was a lack of exposure, but I thought that was pretty interesting myself. Sorry, could you ask the rest of the question, please?
Yeah, just your overall experience. I know it was obviously a situation where you wanted to get a whole lot of playing time. So what was it like to just finally get that year in the sun where you were able to continue to develop?
Right. So I played occasional offense at Maryland. I played tons of special teams, a good amount of special teams at Howard. But obviously the big pickup was offensive production. And it was, you know, going from barely playing on offense last year in Maryland to being all conference, it was a huge jump. And it just shows, you know, I was putting in lots of work in Maryland. And, you know, I can still play today. I can still play at a very high level. And, you know, I pray I get to that level. But, you know, being at Howard, it was great. You know, I got the game-winning touchdown my last game, senior day. That was pretty fun in front of friends and family. Playing with a bunch of young guys and, you know, going through the whole 4-year process, you get to, like, explain your experiences, explain your knowledge that you picked up the whole time. And, you know, it's great to use that and give it to the younger generation. It's always a good option to, you know, coach in the future as well.
Absolutely. And obviously now you're chasing that dream, man. I know it's been
Always
a grind this offseason, obviously with, you know, some pro day cancellations and different things. I know you were one of the people that took an advantage, went out to the American National Combine down in Baltimore. So you had the opportunity to get those verified numbers. Talk to me a little bit about just that opportunity down there and just how much you enjoyed that experience overall.
Yeah, so just a little add-on. I actually also tried out for the XFL. I went to a fly-out combine in Houston, Texas. There, I whooped up on a bunch of guys that were older than me that had been in the CFL and NFL before. I had a great experience there. I had 2 bowl games in the off season that I went to. And, you know, doing the pro day at ANC, it was a great experience. You know, you had to pay a little money, but you invest in yourself and you believe in your abilities and you're confident in that. And I went out there, you know, I ran a 4.7. You know, I jumped well. I didn't drop any balls. I had great blocking the whole time, you know, positional blocking, showing fundamentals and, you know, effort. I had a great day out there, and it was great to, you know, always good to compare yourself and measure up and see where you're at with a bunch of other guys competing for the same dream. Yeah. And I know I'm going to get it. So it was great. I made the hot list, you know, the top 10 players there, and I got a little interview from ANC Baltimore as well. So that was pretty good.
That's awesome, man. That's incredible. Obviously, taking advantage of every opportunity. I know everything I've seen of you, know, you're that kind of modern tight end. You can kind of do a little bit of everything, wide receiver hybrid. You guys can – I feel like the alignment versatility that you can do with you, you know, because I want to put you in the slot. I want to put you all the way outside. I want to put you at H-back. I want to do a little bit of everything with you. For you, what do you consider to be some of your biggest strengths as a player, and where have you seen the biggest improvements over the last couple of years?
Oh, so the last couple of years, transitioning from receiver to tight end, the obvious improvement was blocking. You know, playing out there with corners and having a contract agreement, oh, the ball's on the other side, or we might not go as hard as we need to being in the box and, you know, the linebacker's coming to take your head off. The D-line is stunting, and you have to be always on your guard and giving 100% effort. That was an improvement. However, in the offseason, I trained with Keenan Allen, the player for the Chargers, with Jordan Love. And, you know, doing a lot of the routes, my shiftiness is on par with Keenan Allen. I might say, he probably disagree. The shiftiness is up there. My route running and quickness, my explode at the break is there. So I think I excel in route running, tough catches. I play the best when, you know, it means the most. And some improvement can always be blocking. You know, I'm obviously the undersized tight end, but I think I make up for it in areas, and I think I can excel at the next level.
And now, obviously, the next step is here. You're just kind of waiting for opportunity here, man. So sell yourself a little bit to me. Exactly. I'm hoping, man. It's I know everything's going to get better soon. So obviously, we're just maintaining that positive attitude, and so you finally get that opportunity. So for a team that might be watching, a coaching staff, an organization in general, what are they getting in Michael Cornwell the moment that you step foot into the organization and onto the field for them?
You're getting a hard worker and a leader. You're getting a leader and a contributor on and off the field. I will add value to the team, whether it be special teams You need a clutch player playing the best in big games, someone that doesn't drop the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You need somebody in the locker room to lead off the field, being part of the community, helping the surrounding community, whether it's food, whether it's some sort of social work that needs to be done, I'll do that. Just adding value to the team in any way I can. That's what you're getting. You're getting value.
Awesome. And kind of the last question here for you, Michael. I know it's probably been a dream of yours for a very long time. So talk to me about that moment when, you get that contract, you agree into terms, you sign the deal. What's that moment going to feel like for you? What type of blessing?
The blessing is being raised by parents that cared and invested in me before I knew what I wanted. I looked out for me this whole time, put a roof over my head, and hopefully I can give back to my mother and father, honestly. Honestly, I'm a genuine, kind guy that would like to be generous with whatever comes with that dream, with friends and family that I care about. But the first thing I'm going to do is thank my parents, thank God, all that.
Awesome. Well, again, here with Mr. Michael Cornwell, wide receiver, tight end. Let's call him an offensive weapon out of Howard. First 4 years at Maryland. A part of this free agency database exclusive run by Marvin Jones here at NFL Draft Bible. I appreciate you again, Michael, so much for taking some time, man. It was a pleasure just to get a little glimpse into your story, and I'm absolutely rooting for you throughout this process, man.
Thank you, sir. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you.